What you see over here is carving of the 3rd century AD. This center figure that you see is the great king Ardeshir Babakan, the founder of the Sasanian dynasty. Vari Pachu Evanni, look at him. His nose has been damaged. But look at his eyes, very powerful eyes. And we know it is Ardeshir Babakan from his crown. A very typical crown, long flowing hair. Like, kufiyat tebiche, dress kidela. Necklace around him, wearing a long kameez almost going towards his knees. Loose flowing pantaloons, boots. And this is his son and successor, Shapur. Once again you can see that he has also long hair, but you know he is wearing a different crown. And they are exchanging what is called a ringed coronet. A father is saying, you are my son and true successor. Niche jo your sutelo figure dekhai is Ardavan or Artabanus. In the Shahnameh he is shown as Ardavan or Artabanus. He was the last Ashkanian king or the Parthian king, and he has been defeated. The Parthians were also Zoroastrian, but not entirely Zoroastrian. They were greatly Hellenized, or Greek influences were there. It was not pure Zoroastrianism. And what you see over here is the image of a holy person. Jore Pitawala ne bada Juda artist avela hata, and when they saw this image, they thought that Zarathustra bhi kadach awaj lagta hose. So aje apne Paigambar sahib no je image જોઈએ છે એનો root અહીંયાથી છે. But this is not Zarathustra, because Zarathustra lived in the Kayanian period. Zarathustra is not depicted here, but we know that it is a holy person because he's standing over a sunflower. There's a nimbus around the head, and most important, hotma pakreli tarwar nathi, barsamna rods છે. These are barsam rods, barsam which is used during the bath ceremony. Parvez bhai તમને થોડો વાર રહીને બરાબર સમજાવશે કે દાદાચંદજી સાહેબ બી. But barsamna rods, which are used for ritualistic purposes, baaj darwana vaste. So it is a priestly figure. Various theories are there. The theory I subscribe to is that this is Herbat Tansar. Herbat etle Herbat Tansar, who was the prime minister in the court of Ardeshir Babakan, and he was also his high priest. And when the great king Ardeshir gives him the command, ke avasthana je khoroi gela che nusko, તેને પાછા recompile કરવાના છે. This man, under his leadership, Herbat Tansar, the fragments of the Khorde Avastha were recompiled. And this man resurrects Zoroastrianism. It is under him that Zoroastrianism becomes the state religion of Iran and remains so for nearly 3 to 4 centuries. So this is the man who literally revives Zoroastrianism. Many people feel this could also be Ardaviraf. Ardaviraf was also a contemporary of this period. Ardaviraf parti Ardaviraf namu lakhailu hatu. Ardaviraf was a very saintly priest who went into trance, and he experienced heaven, hell and purgatory, and he wrote the Ardaviraf Nama to describe what heaven is like, hell is like and purgatory like. And centuries later Dante wrote the Divine Comedy stolen from him, so to say. So this is the depiction what you see over here. So ultimately what you see over here is the triumph of Zoroastrianism. Ladies and gentlemen, the figure that you see here is the man who is the true defender of the Zoroastrian religion. A man who resurrects Zoroastrianism. And what you see over here is the cycle that we have seen in our religion and in our history. We've seen various ups and downs. There was the mighty Achaemenid period when the empire of Darius the Great stretched from the river Indus to the river Danube. 23 nations of his time, Darius ruled over, Xerxes ruled over, Artaxerxes ruled over, but with Alexander's invasion, the empire falls. 80 long years of Macedonian rule, but never say die attitude. The resilience of the people was to revive, and the Ashkanian Empire comes up. The Ashkanian Empire lasts for several centuries, but not good enough. It's not true Zoroastrian. The last Ashkanian king is defeated, and here is a man who resurrects Zoroastrianism in its true form. Avasthana ek nuskone pacha લઈ આવે છે, જરથોસ્તી દીનનો ફેલાવો કરે છે under his high priest. So what you see over here is a resurrection of Zoroastrianism. Okay, like a phoenix that rises from its ashes, here is the man who resurrects Zoroastrianism. So the lessons that we learn from history is that yes, we once ruled a great Achaemenid empire, it fell. But people like him brought it back. Even after his empire, there was a sunset. Sasanian Jamana ni upar bhi suraj asmami gyo. But to bhi the Parsi said never die. અહીંયા નહીં થયું તો ભારત દેશમાં આવીને આપણે આપણી કોમને દીપાવેલી હતી. So this is where we have to bow to this man who I see as the true defender of the Zoroastrian religion, the resurrector of the Zoroastrian faith. So may we take his blessings કે આજે આપણી સામે કોઈ સિકંદર નથી ઉભેલો. No Alexander is threatening us. No Arab is threatening us. The enemy is within. We are ourselves our worst enemies. This is why we need to bow to this man, take his blessings, that we go back prouder Zoroastrians, and may Zoroastrianism continue to flourish. Amen. Ardavan.